I found this different place and there's quite a few interesting shots here. We'll see how I go with this one. I'm using the 720 again on this because the picture, let me show you the picture that I'm doing in viewfinder, which I obviously took a couple of minutes ago. The trees, the rows of trees with the vertical trees with the horizontal one, with the horizontal branches. That's what I'm interested in there. Hopefully I don't end up with what happened last time I did some pictures, which was the preview turned out to be the nicest shot of the lot, but that's what happens sometimes, isn't it? You can't avoid that sometimes, but there we go. Oh, keep forgetting that. So last time I used that lens, I didn't extend that too far and I extended the back a bit, so I'm starting the camera with that this time. That's called learning from experience. Here we go, here's my lens here. Rear cap off. This is the Nikkor 720 again. I'm enjoying this so much that I'd really like to get my hands on the 1200. Okay, that's my scene there. That's quite nice, isn't it? I'm going to experiment actually not trying to get everything sharp and just letting that foreground blur a little bit. Telephoto lenses, you can't really use tilts and shifts on them because they vignette through the barrel. Okay, they vignette through the barrel, so you can't really use tilts and shifts on them. I've just focused on the tree in the background there. Everything tightened down. Yes. Okay, now I'm going to take one horizontal and one vertical because I think this is very nice and it's worth it. Okay, exciting times, eh? I'll just wait for a little break in the breeze a bit. There we go. Okay. Now, changing the back around. This always scares me a little bit when I do stuff like this. It goes off and then down. There we go. So it doesn't have a fixed back, but the back doesn't, you just don't push a button and rotate it round, eh? That's almost wide open. I'm not even going to bother to stop that down. Now, I might get that tree branch in the foreground in there, so I'll need to check. There we go. There's quite a bit of foreground there. See that? Goes all the way up to there. It's a long way up. Right up to there. There's my image circle there. If I raise the lens, this bit's going to go dark. So let's see. What happens here? Oh yeah, I've still got some. See how you can actually see the aperture? So it's going to be dimmer, as in fall off, but it's not going to be vignetted as in there's nothing there. That's about 25 millimeters of rise. I think I've got that. Yeah, have I got that? That's about 25 millimeters. millimeters of rise. There we go, bit of a lull. Okie dokie. Lock. Okay. Let me do another one stop down. I'll do it vertical as well, shall I? No, I'll put it back to horizontal. I'll put it back to horizontal. Oh, there's no breeze now. Here we go. I'll put it back to horizontal. And I'll leave the rise in. What happens if I leave the rise in? So, f64, half second. I've got one more sheet left. I shall do this. There we go. f64, half a second. Okay.